I don't even have to present you. So you are Cara Delevingne for the movie Paper Towns. This is a sticker for Mademoiselle. It means Irene Mademoiselle riding a unicorn. Can you read it in French?
Je lis Mademoiselle à cheval sur ma licorne.
Exactly. That's exactly that.
Oui.
Oui. So how was it to play in Paper Towns, your first experience as a main role?
It was so much fun. It really was on set. It was the best time. I really hope that everyone gets to see the bloopers, because they're the funniest things in the world I've ever seen. The movie's hysterical as well, and everything, all the relationships and all the chemistry in the movie is real. You know, the laugh, like it's all very real. That's how we were on set as well. We became so close and just had such a great time.
Were you impressed to start that film?
Yes, of course. I was very nervous, but to get the role was such a blessing. I was so grateful. It really didn't think it was going to happen like that. So yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Do you relate to Margo when you first read the book? Did you think, oh yeah, I totally relate to that girl?
Yeah, sure. Definitely. There were some parts of her that I definitely related to, other parts not. But yeah, I definitely played a couple of pranks when I was younger.
If you were Margo and you decided to escape, where would you go?
See, I find it funny that she went to a paper town and not actually New York. She went to New York State but didn't go to New York.
Yeah.
In a way, we're different because she wanted to escape and be in quiet and by herself and read and think. If I was going to escape, I'd go to New York and explore New York instead of. But we're different.
Yeah. Okay. And how was acting different than modeling?
It's hugely different.
Yeah.
But for me, modeling, I'm still acting. I'm still pretending to be a model, acting as a model. But obviously, for acting, you have to forget about the camera and you have to be a role where you're not a model or yourself. For me, acting is something I've wanted to do from when I was very, very young. So it's kind of just been a big dream of mine.
Yeah. How was on set? How was the mood and with all the actors and everything?
As I said, it was so much fun. We just had a really great time where we all became so close. We played pranks on each other. It was like we were back in school again. We really were. I feel like we all regressed by a couple of years and just had such a funny time.
Do you think the book is very different from the movie because there are parts of the story that are not the same, without spoiling, but there are parts that are not the same?
Yeah, of course. No, it's definitely slightly different, but I really... John was there the whole time when we were filming, and so he has a part in keeping it authentic to the book. But the spirit of the book and everything is still very much the same in the film.
Okay, so that's your first lead role in the movie, but you have other projects as an actress. I saw you were playing in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that we're filming now. It's going to be a really, really great film.
Well, thank you so much, and this is a gift for you. Actually, you can keep it.
Okay, it's for me.
So we are with Nat Wolff and John Green. You had a huge success with The Fault in Our Stars. Is it why you decided to adapt Paper Towns?
No, in fact, I think it made me less inclined to adapt Paper Towns. And it felt like we won the lottery. Why try to do it again? But then, it was just the chance to work with Nat again and work with the same screenwriters and the same producers. It felt too good to pass up. I just love all those people, and I knew that they would make a great movie, and I really think they have.
Okay. Were you excited to play with the same team as the main role?
So excited, yeah. I mean, part of the reason that I wanted to sign up, that I wanted to be part of it so badly was that I really trusted this group, and I obviously I'm super close with John, friends, but I love John's writing, and I just love that whole team. I love Weber and Neustaedter, and I love the producers and the studio, and they really let me be a part of it from the ground up, which was, I don't know how significant I was, but it was nice to just be around and to have ideas, from the beginning.
Now is part of the process when Weber and Neustaedter were developing the script, and then part of the whole casting process. And it was fun. It was fun to have him the whole time instead of, you know, having to go through like a casting process. There was never a world in which there was going to be anyone playing Q other than that, and I don't know, that made it a lot less stressful for me because I knew there was like this central character I didn't have to worry about at all.
Okay.
But then his actual performance is terrible in the movie, unfortunately. No, it's great. It's brilliant.
How did you imagine Q as a character when you first read the book?
I kind of I saw him as like this kid who kind of plays it safe, you know, and plans, you know, plans his entire life as opposed to living it, and then by the end of the movie, I think he kind of is open to the unknown more, and it also appreciates his friends and things that he wasn't appreciating before. And a lot of doing that was just kind of going back to when I was 12 or 13, and when I felt more like Quentin, and it was fun to go back in that time machine for like a couple months.
Yeah, do you relate to him when you were like 17 or?
A little bit less, but when I did the movie, I totally related to him and found, you know, there's a million ways in, you know. I mean, whenever I do a part, it's always I find the things that are like me and the things that aren't like me, and then sometimes the things that aren't like me, I end up realizing are somewhere in me.
Did you imagine Q as Nat when you wrote him?
Well, no, when I wrote the book,
I was like 8 years old.
Yeah, he was 9. I don't know what it is about Nat's acting. It's just so natural, and it's also so generous. Like, he has a way of listening to people that makes them better, too. The way he talks, when it just sounds like I want the characters to sound. Like, it sounds like I imagined it in my head, you know? So, really, he could do any of the characters. I think he could have been Margo, or you know, Hazel, or
you
would have been a great Hazel.
I mean, I'm glad you picked Shailene.
Yeah,
we battled it out.
Shailene turned out to be a really good Hazel. No offense, but yeah, I mean, he just the way he delivers lines, the way he understands characters, it always just sounds so natural and so much like I imagine it sounding in my head.
Well, to me, it's like an actor's dream to be, you know, cast in anything adapted from a John Green book, because you have these really deep, complex characters, and you know people are actually going to see the movie. You know, it's like, you know, and it has such this huge following, but it's because the characters are so deep and complex and true. But usually when you do a movie and you think a bunch of people are going to see it, it's because you have a superhero costume on or something, and this, it's just, you know, by virtue of his brilliant mind in writing, but he has such a big head. There's got to be a big mind in there, you know.
I don't think I have that big of a head.
Cara thinks he has a really big head.
Cara
I actually didn't think about it until yesterday.
Cara always talks about how big my head is, but I don't think it's that big.
Well, I didn't think about it until yesterday, but now I can't stop thinking.
Well,
about it.
I spent a ton of time looking at my head last night after Cara said I had a huge head.
Just with the measuring tape.
That reminds me of when I asked Cara what my eyebrows were like, and she looked at them very closely, and she touched them for a while, and she was like, a little too thin, in my opinion. I was just like, oh, nice. All right.
From the eyebrow queen.
Yeah, I know, exactly, right. From the person who knows eyebrows better than anyone on earth.
Yeah. That's like if she wrote a book and you looked at it and you're like not quite good.
Okay, I have a little gift for you.
Aww.
So these are stickers from the magazine. So you have Irene Mademoiselle riding a unicorn, and you have Irene Mademoiselle I don't wear pants.
Thank you so much. This is a pretty cool sticker. Je ne suis pas celle que vous croyez.
Exactly.
It
means I'm not the one you think I am.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome.
Mademoiselle à cheveux sur ma licorne.
Great.
That was terrible.
No.
That was awful.
No, there's the English accent. That's cute.
Mademoiselle.
Oh God, you're causing me physical pain.
How would you say it?
Je lis Mademoiselle à cheval sur ma licorne.
Why do you sound like a textbook?
I am. That was my Siri impression.
That's what you sound. You sound like
that was my Siri impression. I was French Siri.
This is my impression of an English accent.
Yeah, exactly.
I am an American.
I'm not who you think I am.
You sound like a robot posing as a human.
I am a robot posing as a human.
Okay, thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.